oblivious to his own movement. It was a secret until the Russians declassified the documents in 2012. Lowe said, "The mine is a startup. They've taken some samples. I have a man on the inside." Lowe stopped. He turned to face Hyder, positioning himself at the proper angle to ensure the scavenger kept his back to the access road. "But I need someone with special skills." A light flickered in Hyder's eyes. "Why me? I need a man who's comfortable negotiating an industrial site in the dead of night, someone experienced in slipping in and out of tight places, someone like the finest scavenger ever to prowl Chernobyl and its zone of exclusion." The zone of exclusion was the 30-kilometer radius around Chernobyl's nuclear power plants. The man who stripped more engines from radioactive vehicles, more steel from abandoned buildings, and more spare parts from shuttered nuclear facilities than anyone else. Hyder remained expressionless for a moment. Then he nodded. "That would be me." Lowe sighed with relief. "Good. I needed you to confirm I had the right man." 3 men burst from behind a thicket of trees. They grabbed Hyder's arms and legs. One sealed the scavenger's mouth with tape. Another took the gun from his pocket. A white van screamed down the access road. The rear doors opened. The men lifted Hyder and threw him in the back. Then they climbed inside after him. Lowe followed and slammed the door shut behind him. The driver took off. The men tied Hyder's arms and legs to a chair. 15 minutes later, the van pulled over in an empty field. The 3 men and driver got out. Lowe sat on a bench opposite Hyder. Anger shone in the scavenger's eyes. He wasn't afraid. Lowe was impressed. "The fence said you were a prudent man," Lowe said, "so I figured you'd insist on taking the other path, the one near the access road. Now, I'm going to remove the gag from your mouth so you can answer my questions. If you scream for help, you'll only end up hurting yourself. Do we understand each other?" Hyder nodded. Lowe removed the tape from his mouth. Hyder swore and worked his jaw loose. Then he glared at Lowe. "Do we know each other? Have I done something to you?" "No." "Then what do you want?" "The truth," Lowe said. "The truth about what?" "Nadia Tesla." "Who?" "The woman you escorted into the zone last year with your friend, the professor, the one who moonlights as a taxi driver." Hyder's eyes widened. Recognition gave way to disgust. "The entitled American bitch? What about her? I don't even know her. It was in one day, out the next." "What was her business in the zone?" "What about the diamonds?" "Diamonds? What diamonds?" Lowe dropped a thick roll of hryvnia, the Ukrainian currency, on the table in front of Hyder. The scavenger stared at it. Still a chance for him to make a profit. "What was Nadia Tesla's business in the zone?" Lowe said. Hyder picked up the pace of his delivery. "She was meeting a relative, an uncle." "How could she be meeting an uncle when no one lives in Chernobyl?" "People live in Chernobyl. Not many, but they're there. Squatters. People who love their land and their homes. They return even though it's illegal." "And her uncle was one of them?" Hyder shrugged. "Maybe. There was some gossip in the zone a week later." "Gossip?" "There's a cafe. The workers from the reactors go there. People hear things. They talk." "And what did they say?" "That an American woman had met with an old man, and that the old man is dead." "Did Nadia say anything about a boy during the trip?" "A boy?" Hyder frowned. "Yes, a boy from Chernobyl." "A boy from the zone? No." "Is it possible she was meeting a boy in the zone that night at her uncle's house?" "I don't know. You should ask the babushka." Lowe's ears perked up. "What babushka?" "The gossip was the American woman had met with a squatter, a sick old man who lived with a babushka that took care of him." "Do you have a name?" "No." Hyder eyed the money. "I wish I did." He frowned at Lowe. "You know, if all you wanted was information, we could have done this over coffee." "We both know that's a lie," Lowe said. "You needed to know I'm serious." Hyder paused, then nodded. "What now?" "My men will release you. You're free to go. The money is yours. It's payment for your silence. But if I hear you asking questions about anything we discussed today, you won't be asking many more questions."